up on today's episode of Technoid. Just when I was pissed off at Oppo, they managed to redeem themselves with a brand new smartphone release, and it looks absolutely sick, and I'll talk more about it. Also today, TCL reveals their foldable phone, well, more like a triple fold. I will explain why it looks cool, but And also today, we will discuss some more rumors and things concerning the you-know-what, all of that and more, so stay tuned. Yo, what's happening, everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to Technoid. Hope you guys are having an excellent day. Now, if you notice, there's a little dim in the light. Unfortunately, my studio lights have unfortunately broken, so I have to replace the bulbs and buy some new spare parts. So I apologize for the lack of brightness, if you know what I'm talking about. Watch my previous videos and then watch this one if you want to understand. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all having an excellent day. Before we start the video, I just want to say one thing and one thing only. This weekend, I will not be making any videos. I usually do on Saturdays and Sundays, but I'm just really not feeling too well, guys. So I'm probably going to take the weekend off, and I'll see you guys on Monday. But in the meantime, let's get this video going. So story number one, let's start it up, Oppo. Now, because of the like and dislike ratios and the clickbait, I got to start the main story first because nobody could wait. That's just YouTube. They always want to skip to the best part. But anyway. So a few days ago, I talked about the Oppo Watch series and how I said it was a disgrace that Oppo is taking a design of a better watch and trying to mimic everything down to the OS, and I was really pissed off, and I didn't like it because I knew Oppo was better than that. Well, it turns out they are, because they have bounced back with a follow-up to a smartphone that came out almost 3 years ago called the Oppo Find X2. Now let's do a quick flashback. So the Oppo Find X was one of the few smartphones on the market that was really cool. It had a nice wow factor to it. It was one of the first new smartphones that had no notch, that was pretty much a full display. It took advantage of facial recognition, had a pop-up camera motorized contraption, whatever you want to call it. But the phone was a little It could have been better. Well, Oppo looks like they worked to fix that. Now, the Oppo Find X2 comes in two models, the Oppo Find X2 and the Oppo Find X2 Pro. So taking a look at the first one, it is a complete rehaul of the first one, where they ditched the motor and go with a pop-up camera. From that pop-up camera, they went to a punch hole. So the punch hole is very minimal. It looks really nice and sleek. It is a 1440p display, AMOLED, gotta get those specs in there, with 120 Hertz refresh rate. That is very nice because Samsung, you want to give them 120 Hertz at 1080p. Look what Oppo did, and also probably OnePlus. But the display itself is absolutely gorgeous. It is very nice. Like, Oppo makes some really nice phones. It has the Snapdragon 865 with 5G as well, has a triple camera setup on the back, and includes one of the coolest things that I think a smartphone can do. Super 65 watt fast charging that can charge the phone in over 30 minutes. That is incredible. 65 watts. Let's take a look into an account that OnePlus has warp charging at 45 watts. This is 65. This is close to pretty much what you charge a MacBook Pro. That is impressive. Now for the Pro one, nothing really different. Very similar in build quality, even internals. Comes with 12 gigs of RAM, 4,000 milliamp hour, although the Pro has a slightly bigger battery. The main difference with the Pro is a 48 megapixel sensor and also a little bit different camera array setup in the back. Now both of these phones are not on sale, so obviously you're gonna have to wait. But the price of the phone for the Pro and the regular, mostly the regular we're gonna focus on, because the Pro, I have not seen any price on that, is rumored to be $1,300 in American exchange. Now, again, it is a lot of money for these smartphones, and I really don't like the idea that smartphones are now reaching this $1,000 price tag. And considering that mid-ranges, like I've said, is where the money is to be made, and how mid-ranges can do better than the premiums, I still feel that the premiums should not be breaking the 1,000 mark unless you really have some things to argue. And I think that these phones are bits and pieces of good stuff, but it doesn't justify the $1,300 price tag. Now, to be fair, because this phone is unique and it does a lot more, in my opinion, than what most smartphones can do, I don't know if I would recommend it right away because of, where it's being in China. You can't get this phone in America. So please, somebody tell Brownlee to stop making videos and acting like it's so easy to get these phones. Now listen, I love Marcus. I love MKBHD. I respect the man, but come on, Marcus. Like, you're making videos like this. It looks like it's so easy to get them, but like, Marcus, the average consumers are not gonna be able to pick up this cool phone. So stop trying to force everybody down. But I'm just joking, guys. I really love Marcus. He did an unboxing video and kind of first impressions. As always with every smartphone, he always gets them before everybody. So that's YouTube for you. Speaking of YouTube, that transitions right into our next story. Story number 2, let's talk YouTube. So remember, guys, I talked about the you-know-what, the word that you can't say or YouTube will censor your video, demonetize. Well, people are finally picking up on that, and now it is being brought to light of what YouTube is doing. Now, as I've been saying the word, I've been saying it, and I don't care, but my last video got censored heavily because of it being the main story. Now, you saw the decrease in my views and the decrease in people that saw it because YouTube is censoring videos that promote this. And I'm trying not to get censored for this video, but guys, I don't know what YouTube is expecting. This is the news. This is happening right now. I don't understand why they're trying to censor this topic. It's not like you're going to find out about it on the 6 o'clock news. Yeah, it's overblown, and yeah, maybe people are talking about it too much, but it's the news. You can't avoid it, and I don't like what YouTube is doing. I don't understand why YouTube is trying to censor these channels, and me, of all people, a smaller YouTube that doesn't even have the range of an audience, trying to mute us from talking about this when it's in the news. So YouTube, stop trying to censor this crap and just let it be. You can't control Mother Nature. You can't control the news. So stop trying to take away and suppress people just by talking about this. And when I say this, you guys are seeing it for yourselves. Now, that's all I got to say on this issue, and I'm glad that people are picking up on this. And YouTube, you better stop doing this crap, because I don't understand why censoring people about talking about this is going to help your case any better. So now we're done with that. Let's get the final story of the day, TCL. So a few weeks ago, I talked about TCL smartphones and how they were releasing a foldable, which looked really, really cool, but I didn't really believe in it. But we have finally seen their foldable, and it is a bizarre Frankenstein monster of a phone. It is a foldable that folds in 3 pieces. Well, to be fair, I will give TCL credit. It is definitely unique. It is definitely a unique phone, but unique enough for me to say, what the hell? Like, seriously, this is going too far. I can understand, people copying designs. I can understand people wanting to make cooler phones, foldables, but 3? It's like a rollable phone, and it's not impressive because of just how boring smartphones are. Like, literally, this kind of design is what happens when people are bored. I've said it before and I've said it again, but this is beyond crazy. Who is actually gonna buy this thing? Like, as a matter of fact, who in their right mind would buy this? This is really dumb. Why do you need to make a 3 foldable style phone? I do not understand what the philosophy behind this. I just do not understand it. I don't get it. And TCL is a great company. I think their other phones look nice, but this Frankenstein beast of a monster does not look impressive. And I can't understand it. I get it. It's a concept. It works. But this is not needed. I don't see a need. I really do not see a need. I think the only one that's really gotten this right was the Huawei Mate 10 Pro. That foldable was better. It was a full-size smartphone and a full-size tablet without having to be folded 3 times. This thing, on the other hand, is like Frankenstein just took apart limbs and put it together and called it a foldable. You know what? We've gotten bored, and this is what happens when we're bored. So, congratulations. This is what we've done. And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you disliked the video, hit that dislike button. Anyone really helps get my video out there more, for the best or the worst. Comment your thoughts down below. Let me know, what did you think of the news today? As always, guys, I will see you on Sunday or Monday, depending on how I feel. And also, Outside the Cage, I will be working on an episode this week to predict the aftermath, and also predict some other pay-per-views coming up, but also talk about UFC 248. All that for next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and peace!